So hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Deb's Corner. It's Deb here. So in this video I wanted to talk about friendship. um so let's get into it. So friendship, right? Not we all, majority of us when we were growing up found it so easy to make friends, right? Like your mom would put you in kindergarten or first grade, whatever, preschool, right? And then you would just gravitate, find somebody that you like and just gravitate and, hey, do you want to play? And then you guys just play. There was no like, no, I don't want to play with you because you're this or that. It's just, yes, let's play. You ask me to play, I'll play with you. As we get older, it gets harder to make friendships, and this video is focused on the older friendship versus the friendships we make when we're younger. And friendships, especially in adulthood, is really hard, right? Um, for me, I would speak for myself. For me, I am somebody who values quality over quantity. So my quality of friends have to be up there, right? And I don't care so much about how many friends I have around me. It's just the quality. So I can count on my finger my like good friends. And when I say good friends, there are those who I can totally call and just be myself with. If I need help or I have a worry or I have something that's just making me feel vulnerable, I can be vulnerable with them. And on my fingers and on my hands, they fit one hand. I would just let in my head, let me just go through. Yeah, so I have three quality friends. And out of that three quality friends, one, we speak, because we have families, we speak once a month, maybe sometimes even less. So I have those three. Now, those three are people who, like, my father passed away, and I was able to rely on them and be weak around them and just, express my worries, and they didn't judge me. If I have questions about important things like life insurance, like anything else, they were there to advise me. And I like that. And then I have what you call associates, right? People who you just see here and there. Hi, when you see them on the spot, you talk to them. At parties, you say hi, you conversate, and then after that, you don't call, you don't talk until you see each other in another social setting, right? Then associates, I have a lot of associates. I'm guessing all of us do too. For me, it's so easy for me to make friends. I have no problem making friends. Now, keeping quality friends for me is very important. So it's harder for me to choose out of the associates to bring them closer right away. How I make friendships or how I form friendships is that I basically observe. I put sort of the I put my acquaintances in a sort of trial or test, where I would just see where the trust level is, and see how well I can trust them, right? So I would put them through a series of tests, not knowingly, but just everyday life. Say, for instance, you're in a group filled with other ladies, right? And there's one that you gravitate towards too, and then you go to that one, and you're just acquaintances, and you tell them something, and then you find that they go out and tell everybody that thing that you told them. Yes, you don't have to say, hey, this is something that's very near and dear to my heart. Can you keep it to yourself? You don't have to say that, because because true friends will know that, hey, whatever issue you're telling me, that should stay with me until you give me permission to tell everybody else. Or if I am going to go tell anybody else, I'm going to ask you permission because that's your story. So that's how I somewhat test my friendships. Not that I'm going out there fully testing my friendships. I just do that to test it. So, yeah, so that's how I find my friends. Uh, that's how my acquaintances goes up to my friends, and then go up to my good friends, and then go up to my quality, like, ride or die friends. Um, so all that to say, also, if you want to be a good friend, if you want to be that quality friend that somebody else is looking for, or you want to be the kind of friend that you're looking for, like, you know, the type of friendships that you want, right? Be that friend. So by you being that friend, in turn, that friend or that person will want to be that or reciprocate that back to you. And if they don't, then they're not supposed to be your quality friend. It's just supposed to be an acquaintance. And that's okay. Acquaintances are cool too. It's hard to make friendships in adulthood. We have to be actively pursuing friendship. We have to be actively building friendships. So we have to actually, if we have a acquaintance that we want to eventually bump up to the friend level, we have to constantly work on that relationship, checking in, calling in, and that person, vice versa. It goes both ways, right? But for you, first, to have that kind of friends, you have to be that kind of friend, right? So calling in, checking in, sending texts just to say, hey, I'm thinking of you. I have I would say, two acquaintances at this moment who do that, right? Who, when my dad passed, even though I was kind of reclusive, not talking to anybody, trying not to talk to anybody, they would all knew that I was like not wanting to talk, and would just send a text message, hey, thinking about you, hope you're okay, how's everything. And it was just that simple line to just say, hey, you're still in our thoughts, you're still in our minds. And that was nice. And so those acquaintances, I'm like, okay, they're doing nice, they're doing great. I'm thinking about bumping them to the friend level, and I hope that they feel that from me too, at least in times when I'm not, I am myself, right? Because I was grieving last year, so I wasn't myself. So obviously I will not be answering calls or calling or anything, because I'm not. But they took it upon themselves to actually reach out to me, and that's the kind of things that I'm talking about. So you have to be the kind of friend that you want to have. Um, Friendship is hard, it's not easy. And if you find a good person that has the potential to go up to that level of quality friend, please build on that. Build on that, because there's something to say about having quality friends around you. At least one quality, even if it's not two or three, at least one quality friend is better than having a bunch of people who are just they call themselves friends but they're not friends, and you still feel alone around them. So I guess what I'm trying to say, just make sure if you find one that has the potential to be a quality friend, just build on it. Make sure that you are feeding that relationship. Make sure you're making time out for that friendship, which is also a relationship, and just be there. So yeah, until my next video, I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.